Good afternoon, Paulie.
Good afternoon.
A question for you is, with you now moving up to welterweight, you've now been there almost 2 years since you said you had the bad showings there at welterweight, the last few fights there. How do you think going up in weight has affected your game?
Oh, I don't think there's really been any negatives. I don't think I had a choice, really. I couldn't make 140 pounds anymore. I mean, I could make it, but at the expense of having energy to fight. So, what would be the point, So, I think it's only been positives because there was nothing left. I mean, remaining at 140 pounds, I was a skeleton of myself. So, there was the only option was to move up to welterweight, to the next weight class up from junior welterweight. So, yeah, I may not be the biggest welterweight, but at the same time, there was no other option really.
And the other question is, for the fans of Brooklyn, what kind of party can they expect after you win?
I mean, I take it one step at a time. Obviously I'm from New York, so there's a lot of parties going on, and I'll be involved in a lot of them. But the focus remains on Kano, and the focus remains on winning before thinking about any parties. But I mean, obviously you want to look good and win in your hometown, and an effective atmosphere for them, so that everybody can celebrate afterwards. But the focus remains on winning the fight first.
And lastly, I know you said that you don't plan on fighting for much longer. Is there any, eye in the prize or certain fighters that you're looking at maybe down the road after this fight that you wouldn't mind challenging and taking on in the near future?
Again, I don't want to overlook Kano. I think, all focus has to be on him because he's coming hungry and ready and motivated. But, I mean, afterwards, if everything goes well here, like the plan is, then, the welterweight division is stacked with talent. I mean, there's just so much going on in the welterweight division that, it's like even Kano said, in order to get to the other big fights, you got to win this fight. And the same applies for me, really. In order to get to the other big fights, I got to win this fight. So the focus remains Kano, but obviously any top welterweights in the world. I mean, I'm blessed and fortunate to be involved in a weight class with so much talent, and there can be a lot of mixing and matching of styles of fights.
All right, well, that's all I got. Good luck and best of wishes, okay?
Thank you.
Good afternoon. This message is for Peter Quillin. Peter,
how you doing?
I'm doing all right. God bless, homie. God bless. One thing that I noticed, no problem. One thing I noticed when the fight was announced, you had a lot of other fighters, a lot of lower tier fighters in other weight classes around your weight class, kind of throw a little shade and a little hate towards you, saying you didn't deserve a title fight so early in your career. Who have you beaten? How do you react to other fighters and even quote-unquote boxing heads throwing shade your direction about you getting this title opportunity?
Well, I can say this. It's negative and positive energy. It's negative, motivation is positive motivation. The positive motivation is good job, Peter. We want to see you do the best. And it's the negative. Oh, you can't do it. I use both of those as motivation for me. So all the hate is motivation, man. For a guy that just come out of nowhere and just be on top of his game, got to give some kind of credit to a guy like that. And the people that I'm working with, Golden Boy, Al Heyman, and still having my same management, John C. Jimmy McDevitt, what I do is keep my eyes on the prize, man. Keep my eyes forward. I think for every fighter, a fighter fights for his personality. And I think with me, I fight with all my heart. I fight with all my faith in God, meaning that I still, in my heart, in my mind, I feel like I'm specially touched by God. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a reason why I've been through all what I've been through, and I never gave up through all that. And I never, came off and lost the focus. I always kept, like the book of Job. Job been through so much in his life where he never shunned God. He never, he never questioned his belief in God, So with this fight right here, I think, I'm letting people know that I was born in Chicago. I was born to a Cuban immigrant. They moved to Grand Rapids, Michigan. My dad went to prison for selling drugs. At the age of 18, I moved out of where my comfortability zone was and moved to New York City with no family and started to prepare myself as an adult, keeping my faith in God through all this, sleeping on floors, doing whatever it takes to get to this point right now in my life right now. I look at Hassan and I hear what he's saying. He's coming to here, but he's so used to fighting in his backyard, his own home, where he doesn't know how it feels to go to other places and conquer all places. Like I said, my journey is not done. I went from New York City to California, where I was in a wild card boxing club with Wolves, where it's champions walking in the door, and all these guys where I had to keep myself and make sure that I knew exactly exactly what it was about, and it was all about me. It's not about anybody else besides myself and what God is trying to do and allow me to do. He loves winners. Winners are allowed to reach people. So me, through my story and being able to let people know that, yeah, I'm a boxer. I go in a ring and I fight physically, but everybody's a fighter in my opinion. Anybody that goes and want to be a writer, they try to be the best writer, so you fight to be the best writer. Or the promoters, you want to fight to be the best promoter. So regardless, I think the fight is in all of us. And some of us, we really don't know, but I think the fight is in all of us. And I think, Hassan is going to have to really dig deep in his heart to know that he's coming to my backyard. Well, one of the biggest, this is historic. This is historic not just for me, but this is historic for him and also for the state of boxing and the state of Brooklyn and the state of U.S. Here, I'm the rated best middleweight in the U.S. right now. You know what I'm saying? So he's only just coming, and like I said, and being a challenger to what we have to offer for him over here. And if he wants to be a winner, he got to understand that comes with a lot. That's also coming with him learning English and being able to speak to the fans and being able to be out there and not just say you're coming over here and this is your journey. Your journey is to inspire people, and that's what Kid Chocolate do. So I'm just letting you know, come October 20th, you're going to see a lot of personality in the ring. I don't fight one way. So when guys get ready for me in one kind of fashion or one kind of way, it's many different ways to my game.